Whenever you sweat, that is the time that your body tries to cool itself down, because when your body's temperature increases or when you become hot, it signals a part of your brain which controls your body's temperature, and that is the hypothalamus. And the hypothalamus will now stimulate the sweat gland to produce sweat. And as the sweat tries to leave your skin, it takes along the heat and your body's temperature tries to cool down. So sweating itself is normal. But if you're one kind of person that you sweat excessively, that one is beyond normal. And that is what we call hyperhidrosis. Hyper means high or increase. Hydrosis is sweating. There are some possible causes of this hyperhidrosis or excessive sweating, and that is what I would want us to look at in today's video. I will also add up what you need to do in order to manage this hyperhidrosis or excessive sweating. If you are new to this channel, my name is Emmanuel, a licensed physician assistant by profession. If you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, then click on the subscribe button and then turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified always whenever I release a new video. Now, one thing you need to know is that basically there are two different types of hyperhidrosis or excessive sweating. These include primary hyperhidrosis and then secondary hyperhidrosis. Primary hyperhidrosis is one particular type of excessive sweating that has no link with a particular medical condition, and that one usually happens during childhood or adolescence period. And with this one, the sweating usually happens in your palms, the soles of your feet, your underarm, and also a part of your face. And this one sometimes can run through family, and this is what we call genetics. So this means that if your parents experienced this hyperhidrosis when they were young, it's likely that you too can pick it up and then you will experience it alongside. But for secondary hyperhidrosis, it is that one that has a particular link with some medical conditions. With secondary hyperhidrosis, your entire body becomes full of sweat. And this one usually happens during adulthood. And some of these medical conditions include hyperthyroidism. Now, with hyperthyroidism, it occurs when your body tends to produce a lot of thyroid hormone. And it is this thyroid hormone that controls your body's metabolism. And when the thyroid hormone is being produced in a very high amount, it causes an extreme metabolism of your body, and that triggers heat. When your body generates a lot of heat, it now causes you to sweat excessively. The second medical condition is diabetes. One particular complication of diabetes is that it can damage nerve cells. And now, if the nerve cells that signal your sweat gland are being damaged, have it in mind that the nerve cells is like a switch. So they will turn the sweat gland on and off. But if these switch are being damaged, it will make the sweat gland fire up at any point in time. So the time that you might not be hot, it will still signal the sweat gland to be producing sweat. One particular thing that is also in line with diabetes is low blood sugar. When your blood sugar drops drastically, it causes your body to release adrenaline, and this adrenaline tends to signal the nerve cells supplying your sweat gland to produce sweat. So one classical sign of low blood sugar is that you begin sweating excessively. The next thing that we need to talk about is menopause and some hormonal changes. Most women, when they reach menopause, tend to experience some form of hot flashes. It's like there's a particular kind of heat being generated inside their body, and this particular heat tends to make them sweat a lot. And these hormonal changes as a result of the menopause can trigger your sweat gland to be producing sweat always. Now, the next thing that we need to talk about is some form of infections. For instance, those particular kind of infections that trigger fever. Now, fever is generally you being hot. So when you become hot, definitely it will trigger your body to produce a lot of sweat. And there are also some particular medications that are likely to also cause excessive sweating. These include antidepressants, some high blood pressure medications, some hormonal medications, and even hypoglycemic medications. They can trigger your body to be producing a lot of sweat. Aside these, anxiety and emotional stress can also trigger this profuse sweating. This is because strong emotion can stimulate the sympathetic nervous system to cause the sweat gland to produce sweat always. So when you're one kind of person that you are always anxious and you are always emotionally stressed, have it in mind that it can also stimulate this hyperhidrosis. Let us look at how to manage this hyperhidrosis or excessive sweating, because it's very, very key. Now, one thing you need to know is that let us first look at those that has no link with a particular medical condition. for that one, you should start wearing light clothing, because if you're one kind of person that you always wear heavy clothing like jacket, these kind of pillow vests and those kind of things, it always generates heat on your body, and that can trigger you always sweating excessively. Then you also need to use a particular kind of spray which is called antiperspirant. This kind of spray contains aluminum chloride, and they tend to temporarily block your sweat gland, and that one reduces the amount of sweat you produces. Then we also need to have it in mind that if your particular sweating is directly linked with a particular medical condition, then there is a need for you to seek medical attention so that doctors will find out what is the possible cause of why you are experiencing the excessive sweating. Then they will manage it appropriately. And if it is a particular kind of medication that is triggering you noticing the excessive sweating, then that one you need to consult a medical doctor. They will assess and then find out if it's as a result of your medication. They will know what to do about it. Now, so this is what I would want you to know in today's video, so that if you're one kind of person that you are sweating excessively, you will get to know of this understanding, and then you always try to do these things that I've highlighted in today's video. It will go a long way to help you. If you find this video helpful, feel free, subscribe to this channel for more videos, like this video, and then share this video to many people.